I was raised by two women, two sets of tender hands carrying the archaic mindset of a society on their shoulders. Lisa and Lisel molded me from nothing, taught me there was no shame in having two mothers. They were two totally different persons. Lisa couldn't take the sharp tongue of the Caribbean, so she made England her home. She said, I thought my red skin and gray eyes would give me residence. But red skin and gray eyes don't count as white in the Queen's land, and it doesn't count as black either, so sometimes I find myself tiptoeing dangerously close to the sunken place. I hold a British accent between my teeth and hid my Caribbeanness under my tongue. Every phone call I had with my daughter sounded like sacrifice, sounded like two jobs. Lisel, on the other hand, wore the dry season and a mapapi on she arms. She said, ever since I was made single mother by force of venom does bubble under my skin. Shineque, it don't have room for love and tenderness here. I just work till my fingers stiff. I had my belly in my hand, but you, child, was hungry, and I'd feed you my flesh any day before I see white settle on your lips. Lisa said, I work hard too. Long before the pretentious British sun shows its face, beads of sweat play hopscotch across my forehead. I send life lessons and prayers in barrels and phone calls. Am I not mother in my absence? Does my sacrifice of presence for provision somehow burn the memory of labor from my head? Do stretch marks disappear when a mother pulls herself from her child in the name of breadwinning? I was raised by two women that called the same body home at different times. Both of them thought they had to prove themselves mother. Lisa said, I wielded winter as weapon, fighting to provide for my child. Lisel said, I take words wet with disgust, cross my back to protect my child. I stitched a future out of nothing but hair for my child. I rocked the cradle and make a home for my child. I worked until my fingers were nothing but marrow for my child. I didn't always see eye to eye with my child, but I was there to wipe every tear from she eye. I was raised by one woman that split herself in two. Lisa Lisel John was my mother, and she burnt the candle on both ends to make ends meet. My mother held England fog and the Rio Claro forest, dug her left heel into the snow and her right into the sand, and pulled them together. We talk of barrel children. Say a mother must be some kind of mad to sacrifice being in her child's life to give her child a life, but we never think of how a mother's stomach churns to leave she picnic, or how she sits and tastes her tears to remember what home felt like. My mother broke pieces of herself to fill the bullet-sized void my father left in our living room. My mother broke herself in half to give me my daily bread. So, mommy, this poem is me weaving you back together again. I'll take the ends you gave to me and stitch them together until you're complete. Piece by piece, I will make you whole and fill the void made by